Yeah, hi, good morning, guys. So, yesterday we did brainstorming on what is exponent, what is power, what is index, what is indices, and what is base. So, as part of part 1, okay. So, in part 2, let us do a quick recap of what we did yesterday. Okay. So, yesterday we discussed about the rules of indices, right? We discussed that a to the power m, this rule base is same, so the exponents will get added. You can call exponent, power, index, they are same thing, right? And the plural form of index is called indices. So a to the power m divided by a to the power n, that is, you can write it as this way also, a to the power m upon a to the power n. In both the cases base are same, so exponents will get subtracted. Okay, here a to the power m to the power n, it is equal to product of exponents. It is not equal to this. This is very important thing which we discussed yesterday. And even power upon a negative number will give you positive number. Odd power over a negative number will give you negative number. And yesterday we took this examples also, right? So this is minus 4 raised to the power 4 will give you positive result. Minus 4 to the power 5 raised to the power 5. 5 is an odd number, so it will give you negative number, right? So apart from that, today as part of 2, I am going to add few more rows, and in fact I have added already, right? So here, so what we are saying is that A and B are two different bases, but the exponent is common. Exponent is same, and bases are different, and they are in division page. So in this case, you can rewrite it as a raised to the power m upon b raised to the power m. Simple rule, okay? A b is a product. Two bases are multiplied and raised to the power m. So you can write it as this way. A raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So let me explain it a little bit detail. So what I am saying is that minus 1 by 3 raised to the power 0, what is the value of it? It's always 1. I wrote here 10 crores, right? To the power 0, it is always 1. Whatever be the number, and if you put 0, it becomes, its values becomes 1. So this is what? So this is also of great use. A raised to the power minus m. A raised to the power minus m is reciprocal of this. 1 upon a raised to the power m. A raised to the power minus m is nothing but reciprocal. That means a raised to the power minus m, we will write it as 1 upon a raised to the power m. Okay? So let's proceed further. So we will now, as part of this part 2, we will solve couple of questions, right? And we will see how these rules are useful in solving, how these laws are useful in solving those questions. So I have noted down a question beforehand, right? So here we have to, as part of this question, what we have to do? We have to evaluate something. So we have to evaluate the value of this expression, this expression, this expression, right? So let us see how to use this and evaluate it, right? Okay. So we will do it. It's a solution, okay. So as part of this, you can write it as 2 upon 5 raised to the power 3. So here, which law of exponent, or which rule of exponent you will be using? So we'll be using, this is not applicable, this is not applicable, because a, 2 and 5 are different bases, right? So here, this law can be applied here, right? So as per this law, you can write it as 2 to the power 3, okay, and then you write 5 to the power 3. Which rule you apply? The answer is this rule. This rule you apply. Okay? So very simple. Okay? So here 2 raised to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2, 3 times, which is nothing but 8. And 5 raised to the power 3 means 5 into 5 into 5, 3 times, which is nothing but 125. So what's its value? It becomes 8 upon 125. Okay. First one we are done. Second one, let's see what we can do here. Minus 3 upon 4 to the power 4. Okay. So again, what we will do, we will use the same rule. So we will write it as minus 3 to the power 4, okay, minus 3 to the power 4 and upon 4 to the power 4. So see, this is a negative number. This is a negative number, right? This is a negative number. And what is the exponent? Exponent is even, right? So negative number, even exponent will give you positive result, right? So as per this rule, as per rule number 4, you can write it as 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4, okay? And this is already positive, so it is 4 to the power 4. So what is 3 to the power 4? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 4 times, right? 4 times, you will write 4 times. So that is equal to 81, and 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, 4 times will give you 256, right? Okay. So now, can we solve? So here which rule we applied? We applied this rule. You can say that this rule we applied here. Minus 3. So negative number, even power will give you positive number, right? So we apply this. Minus we omitted because negative number raised to the power even number will give you positive number. So minus you can omit directly. As per, so referring to this rule, referring to this law, whatever you say. Okay. So now we can solve other questions here. Let us see how to solve this. Minus 2 to the power minus upon minus 3 to the power 5. Okay. So this we can do it quickly, right? So minus 2 upon minus 3 is, it will be 2 by 3. It is not related to exponent, it is general thing. 2 upon 3, this is about 5, right? Minus 2 upon minus 3 will give you always plus. Minus divided by minus will give you plus. So minus 2 by minus 3 is equal to 2 by 3. It is not related to exponent or power, no. It is simple rule, right? It is a fundamental rule of mathematics. Okay, fine. So as per this, it will be 2 to the power 5 upon 3 to the power 5. 2 to the power 5 is 32 and 3 to the power 5 is 243. Okay. 243. So all three questions we solved using the laws of exponents, right? Using these laws of exponents. So let's take few more examples. Here is a question which says, I will write down the question for you. It is saying question number 2, it says that which is greater? It is saying which is greater? Okay, which is greater? How many parts are there? As part of 1, let's see. As part of 1, what they are asking, They have given you two numbers, 5 raised to the power 3, 5 raised to the power 3 or 3 raised to the power 5. The question being asked is, between these two numbers, okay, between these two numbers, 5 raised to the power 3 and or 3 raised to the power 5, which one is greater? Similarly, we are taking one more part of it, second part of the question. 2 raised to the power 8, so 2 raised to the power 8 or 8 raised to the power 2. So which one is greater? We'll solve that. Okay? We'll solve that. That's not a big deal. Okay. How to solve it? So we will solve it in this way. So we'll solve first part. 5 raised to the power 3. What is that? 5 raised to the power 3 is 5 into 5 into 5 3 times. So it will give you 125. Okay? Right? And what is 3 raised to the power 5? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. That will give you 9 into 1, 243. It will give you 243. So which one is bigger? Which one is greater? So you can directly write, therefore, which one is greater? This one, right? So you can say 3 raised to the power 5 is greater than 5 raised to the power 3. Simple. Part 2, we'll solve the part 2. 2 raised to the power 8, okay, 2 raised to the power 8, we can solve it. So I can solve it in this way. 2 raised to the power 4 I can write, and I can do square. What is that? Because what I'm using here is, see, a raised to, so if this is true, then reverse is also true. I'm talking about this one. If this is true, then reverse is also true. That means a raised to the power mn can be written in this form also, right? Okay, so I'm writing in this form. Okay, so now I know the value of this. 2 raised to the power 4 I know, so it will become 16. It is 16 square. 16 square I know, that is 256. Okay, so what is the value of 8 square? 8 square means 8 into 8, that is 64. So now please tell me, take a pause and think which one is bigger. Which one is bigger out of 2, 5, 6 and 64? You can say 2 raised to the power 8 is bigger, right? 2 raised to the power 8 is greater than 8 raised to the power 2. That is simple, right? Simple question. So after that we will take a couple of more questions. And because of solving questions, reflex develops what to do or what not to do, right? Okay, we'll try to solve it. 4 square. Here the simple question here again it is saying evaluate. It is asking us to evaluate what we have to evaluate. It is asking you to evaluate 4 square minus 2 cube, 4 square into 2 cube minus 2 cube into 3 square. 3 square. So what do you mean by evaluate? Evaluate means we have to find out the value. We have to find out the value. Okay? We have to find out the value of this expression. Okay, right. So let us see how to do that. We have to evaluate this part. Okay? So I will use this space. So let me put it in a box. Right? So I am putting it so that I can use this space. So 4 squares, okay, inside the bracket. So as per the, we will follow a rule that is called BODMAS. We will follow a rule that is called BODMAS. Okay. You all know the meaning of this bracket of division multiplication, addition, subtraction. In this order we will do. We will follow in this order. First we have to solve bracket, then off, then division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. This is a very fundamental rule. Okay. So in this case we have to solve the bracket first, right? So 4 square is how to solve this question. I think it is better to solve 4 square minus 2 cube. Okay, yeah. We'll solve the bracket first. Yeah. Because nothing we can take common out of that. So 4 square is, what is that? It is 16 minus 2 cube is 8 into 3 square, right? Right? So you will write 16 minus 8 will be 8 into 3 square. So 3 square is 9. So you will write 8 into 9, 72. So if you are a beginner in indices or exponents, okay, don't jump these steps. Do it with full accuracy, full focus. There should not be any mistake in plus minus. Okay. So these are the things which we should consider while solving problems. Okay. So other problem I am taking here is what it says. Let us see. So question number 4. It says that it asks you to evaluate. It is again asking you to evaluate. What to evaluate? Okay. Evaluate what? Evaluate 2 to the power 3 into 5 square into 7, okay, plus 4 to the power 3 into 5 cube into 8. Yeah. So we have to evaluate. Evaluate means we have to find out the value. So let's match the question again. 2 raised to the power 3, yeah. 5 square, 7 plus 4 cube, 5 cube into 8. Yeah. Okay. I've written down the questions carefully. Yeah. So how to solve it? We'll solve it in this way. How to solve it? After seeing the questions, we should think how to solve it. Okay. Plus sign is there in between. This is 2 expression, 1 expression, which is product. This is also a product, and this is in between there is plus. So I am highlighting plus with the help of this red color. This is plus and this is product. This is one product and this is another product. So we have to basically add 2 products. Okay. So probably we use distributive law of addition. Okay. So can we take anything common? Think out of it. Okay. 2, 5, 7. 4 we can convert it to 2. 5, yeah. 8 we can convert it to 2. Okay, fine. So we can write it, see, bases are already in the prime number. 2 raised to the power 3, we will write, into 5 square, right, into 7. Right? It's a plus. Here, in all the bases, 2, 5 or 7, all are prime numbers. So prime numbers are those numbers which has only 2 factors. That is 1 and the number itself. I repeat, prime numbers are those numbers which have 2 factors, that is 1 and the number itself. So prime number you cannot factorize, right? Prime number you cannot factorize. Okay. So 2 raised to the power 3, 5 square plus 7, yeah. So here again 4 cube you can write as 4 I can write as 2 square, of course, and then I'll say 3. Because beyond that I cannot go because 2 itself is a 2. This 2 is 2 base I am talking about. This base 2 is a prime number, right? And we cannot do anything with the 5 because 5 itself is a prime number, so no more factorization of this possible. And 8 you can write as 2 cube. Yeah, we can write it. Okay? So here, what we can write here? 2 cube. We'll write here 2 cube into 5 square. 2 cube into 5 square into 7. Okay? Plus. This plus. Okay? Plus. This becomes what? A to the power m whole to the power n. It becomes product of indices. Okay? Product of indices. So it becomes product of indices. That means it is 2 raised to the power 2 into 3. Okay? Into your 5 cube. Yeah, into 2 cube. Okay? Right. So now what we have to write here again as we will make no change here. This 2 cube 5 square into 7 plus we'll make it 2 raised to the power 8. Sorry, 2 raised to the power 6. 3 to the 6. Sorry. 2 raised to the power 6. It's 2 raised to the power 6. Okay? 2 raised to the power 3 into 2, 6. Okay? And 5 cube and into 2 cube. Okay? So let us do one more thing. 2 cube into 5 square into 7, right? And then put plus. Can we write it as 2 to the power 6 into, can I bring this 2 here and this I can, we can do that, right? That means what I am trying to say is A into B into C, you can write it as A into C into B, that is possible. You can write, this is acceptable. A, B, C you can rewrite as A, C, B, both are same thing. A, B, C we are writing as A, C, B, that is possible, right? So you can say that it is, say 2 to the power 3, okay, into 5 cube. This is commutative property. This is commutative property. We are using commutative property for multiplication. Commutative property for multiplication, okay? We will write here commutative property for multiplication, okay? Commutative property for multiplication, yes. We have used here this what we have used, how we changed this one. This is A, right? This is B, this is C. Let me make it A, this is B, this is C. So it is A, B, C. Now what we have made? A as it is, and 2 to the power 3 was C. So we brought it before. We made it C and then it is B. So earlier it was A, B, C. That means it was A, B, C is equal to A, C, B. This is possible to do as per commutative property. As per commutative property for multiplication. Okay, as per that to do. But then, why we did this? There is some reason for it. I'll tell you the reason as well. So here, let's write it as 2 to the power 3 into 5 square into 7, right? Plus, you will hear what you will write here. 2 to the power 6c. The base is same. The base is same. Base is same 2 and 2, right? Same base, different exponent. Same base and different exponent. So same base and different exponent. So in that case, what we do? We add the exponents, right? So just in order to add that, we are using this. To the power 6 plus 3. We'll be adding in this form, okay? Into 5 cube, right? So how this happened? This happened with the use of this rule of exponent. This rule, using this rule, base is same, right? Base is same. So you can combine their indices, right? We have added their indices. We have added their exponents in different ways, you can see, right? So now we rewrite it as 2 to the power 3 5 square into say 1, right? Plus 2 to the power 9. 6 plus 3 9. 2 to the power 9 into 5 to the power 5 to the power 3. Okay. Okay. So now think what you can take common. You can take 2 to the power 3. 2 is here. So certainly we can take what we can take common. This 2 cube, of course, and then 5 square. 2 cube 5 square we can take common, right? So we take as common, and we are going to use distributive law, distributive property. 2 cube into 5 square, right? So as per the distributive law, what you will write here, with which number you multiply this particular expression so that you can get this term. So you can multiply it by simply 7, right? This is 6. And plus 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3 into what? 2 to the power 3 into dot is also into, right? So 2 to the power what will give you 2 to the power 9. 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power what will give you 2 to the power 9. In this case, the value of what is 6. So here you can write 2 to the power 6, right? Right? 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 6. 3 plus 6 will give you 9. Okay? I am saying in this way. Just understand it. 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 6. Bases are same, so you can combine the indices. Bases are same, you can combine the indices, right? So here we are combining the indices. 3 plus 6 is giving you 9, 2 to the power 9, okay? And we have to get 2 to the power 9, right? And now 5 square, and what you have to do here, you have to just multiply it by 5 in the same way, right? So let us solve it now. 2 to the power 3, 5 square, so it is 8, it is 25, okay, it is 7 plus 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6 is 64 into 5, okay, it will be how much? 25 into 8 will give you 200 for sure, into 64 into 7 into 5 is 320, right? 60 into 5 is 300, and 4 into 5 is 20. 320 plus 7, 327. So I can write it as 327. Okay. So it will give you, if you go and multiply this with 2, it will give you 6, 5, 4, 0, 0. So after evaluation of this, you get 65400, 65,400, right? I hope things are clear, guys. Okay. So let us take another question. Okay. Now it's a very interesting question. So here, what we will do, what it is saying is that express. It is asking us to express. Question number 5. Here it is asking us to express. We are not going to evaluate, mind it. Express in exponential form. Express in exponential form. Express in exponential form. Okay. What to express in exponential form? So there are two parts of this question. 64 upon 125. Okay. And then it is minus 32 upon 243. So as I said, after noting down the question, we should match it again. 64, 105, minus 32, 243. Both this part we have to express in exponential form. We have to express in exponential form, right? Here is something which you should observe it carefully. This we are going to solve in the exponential form. This we are going to solve in the exponential form. So what is exponential form? I will tell you. So this expression which is written, this is in the exponential form. This term which is written, this is in the exponential form. So when you went and evaluated it, what you got? You got the answer as this number, right? And if someone asks you to write down in the exponential form, probably you will write in this form, right? Or other forms, right? So this is exponential form and this is the actual value of it. This is exponential form, this is exponential form, this is exponential form. And when you evaluate, you will get this value. So this time what they have done, they have given you this number and they are asking you to write in this form. Writing in exponential form, I am trying to explain what we mean by when someone asks you to write a number in the exponential form. So in the above examples which we took, every time we got exponential form. This is exponential form, exponential form, exponential form. So we were asked to evaluate the number which is given in the exponential form, and we found out the answer 8.25, 1 to 5. This. Here also the question is given in the exponential form. We evaluated it, right? Here also exponential form we evaluated it. Now this time what they have done? They have given this and they are asking us to write in this way. They have given this, they are asking us to write in this way. So that is the meaning of exponential form. Okay? Right. Okay, we will do it. So I think a best way is to go through with the help of the prime factorization. That. Okay. So okay. So solution, first part. 64, 125. Okay. 125. Since I myself know that 5 cube is 125. So just by seeing this number, I recognized it that it is straight away 125. So I will go and write it as 64 as 5 cube. Okay. If I have written in this way, that means I cannot go beyond 5. I cannot go less than 5, because 5 itself is a prime number which cannot be factorized further, right? So we cannot go below 5 for the denominator part. For denominator part, we cannot go below 5. And if we are going with 5, we are getting the value of exponent as 3. I repeat. For denominator, just by seeing the denominator, it is something which since I have done lots of practice, so I remember. 125 is 5 cube, right? So just by seeing 125, 5 to the power 3 came into my mind. So now, what's my task? Is that how to convert 64 as equal to some number raised to the power 3. Yes. Okay. So how to do that? Okay. So what way you will do it? So I think you take 64. Okay. Go and do prime factorize. 2, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2, so 2, 2. So 64, what you can write? You can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 6 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is equal to 2 to the power 6. Yeah. So we can write 64. We did the prime factorization of 64. So we are writing as 2 to the power 6 divided by 5 cube. Okay. So now we have to bring 6. How to make 6 as 2? How to make this exponent 6? How to make this exponent as 6? Sorry, as 3. How to make this exponent as 3? Okay, we can do that. Okay. What we will do? We will go this way. Can we write this number as this way? Can we write 2 to the power 6 as this way? This way? Yeah. We can write how? Okay. First of all, we can say that, okay, 2 into 3 will give you 5 to the power 3. Are you okay with this? Because if a to the power m n means a to the power m whole n, right? So this was given, right? So we have written in this form, right? Okay. So now it will be how much? It will be 4 cube upon 5 cube. So now, which rule we will apply? So this we did with the help of this rule. Note it down. Note it down. You followed this rule here. And how to solve this one? This we will solve. See here, A and B. Bases are different, but power is same. Bases are different, but power is same. Bases 4 and 5 are different, but power, which is 3 in both the cases. So we can write in. So this time, what we have been given? We have been given this. We have been given this. So can we write in this form? Yes, we can write the reverse form, right? So using this, you can say it is 4 by 5 to the power 3. So this becomes the exponential form of this fraction, right? So that's what I was explaining here. This is the exponential form, and they are asking you to evaluate, means they are asking you to find out the value. So what they did this time, they have given you this kind of thing, 64 upon 125, and they are asking you to convert into this type of numbers. So we have successfully converted, right? So this is how we convert a given fraction into exponential forms. Okay. Now let us solve the question number 2. What is that? Minus 32. Minus 32. 2, 4, 3. Okay. So we know that 32. Can we write it as minus 2 to the power 5? Right? Okay, 243, how can we solve it? 3, yeah. Okay. 243, just see here. 243, if we do it. 3, 8, 1. Now, do it by 3 again, 27. Do it by 3 again, we're getting 9. Do it by 3 again, we're getting 3. Do it by 3 again, we're getting 1. So how many 3's are there? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. That means 3 raised to the power 5. So 243 you can write 3 raised to the power 5. Right? So this is why I wrote this, because I know any negative number raised to the power an odd number, any negative number raised to the power an odd number will always give you result in terms of negative number. Here is this is given, right? This is given, and we will use the reversal of this. We started with this and we went on to this, right? Which is allowed, right? So we wrote this as using the reverse form of this formula. So I will write as, I will go through this. So this is little bit clumsy, got little bit clumsy because it's but still it's good, okay? Right? What we have done here, this is what I'm trying to show. This was given and we have converted to this, right? This over. Okay? So now, can we write it as in this form? Minus 2 upon 3 raised to the power 5. Yes. So this is the exponential form. This was the number given and this is the exponential form of it. Okay? So now what is the next question of it? We will take that as and we will try to solve it. Yeah. So it says that, see here, the question number 6 says 27 into 32. 27 into 32 is equal to 3 to the power x into 2 to the power y, right? 2 to the power y. Find the values of x and y. It is asking you to find the values of x and y. Find the values of x and y. How to solve this type of question? Yeah, I will try to solve it. See here, 27 into 32 is equal to 3 to the power x into 2 to the power y, which is something you will write as given. This is given, okay? Right? And the next step, what is 27? 27 is 3 cube. It's a 3 cube. And 32 is 2 raised to the power 5. Now, 3x into 2 to the power y. So we can equate the power. We can equate the power. You can equate the power this to this. This 3 you can equate with x. This 5 you can equate with y. Okay? 3 you can equate with this 3. 3 you can equate with. So if you take this term, I am saying as this, which I put in a box, right? You go and equate that, right? Since the basis, you can write, so 3 equal to x. That means the value of x is 3, right? So similarly, I am making it round. 2 raised to the power 5 and 2 raised to the power y. So 5 equal to y. Okay? So this is the answer. Value of x is 3, value of y is 5. One last question. Okay? This is again a very short question. Okay? So I'll ask you how to solve this question. Okay? 64. Your question number 7 I am taking. Okay? If 64 into 625, if 64 into 625, if 64 into 625 is equal to 2 to the power a into 5 to the power b, yeah, 2 to the power a and 5 to the power b, find the values of a and b. They are asking you two parts. They are asking you find, what they are asking you, find first part A and B, okay, and second part what they are asking, they are asking you to do 2 to the power B 5 to the power A, 2 to the power B into 5 to the power A, this type of questions. Okay, fine. So we'll take again, so we'll go with that. So here 64 we will prime factorized in the form of 2, 625 we will prime factorize in the form of 5. So how to do that? 64 I have already done. So this is all, it is coming here 64 as 2 to the power 6. So you will say here 64 as, no, what you will write here as solution, you will write that. So it is 64 into 625, okay, is equal to 2 to the power A into 5 to the power B, okay. This you can say that this is something which is given, okay, fine. It is given, yeah. So 64 you can use this 6 times 2. So it is prime factorized, you can write 2 to the power 6. And how about 625? Okay, let's do here 625, how to prime factorize it. 625, 2 you cannot divide, 3 you cannot divide, 5 you can divide, right? If you go and divide it by 5, you will get 125. You are again getting 525. You are again getting 5. You are again getting 5. So 625 in the form of 5, how will you write? 5 to 5 to 5 to 5. 5 raised to the power 4, right? And that is equal to 2a into 5b, right? 2a and 5b, right? Okay, so now can we equate the exponent directly? Yeah, we can do it. 2 to the power 6 is equal to 2 to the power a, right? From this, and we will equate that. It will come in 6 is equal to a. The value of a is 6. Simple. And similarly, can we do can we equate the power of? Yes, 5 raised to the power 4, 5 raised to 5, right? So here you are getting 4 as the value of b. So first part, this is the answer, right? So can you solve? Can you solve second part? Yeah. So we will try to solve. 2 to the power b into 5 to the power a. So 2 to the power b means 4, right? Into 5 to the power a means 6. So 2 to the power 4 is 16. 5 to the power 6 is, okay, it can be written as 5 cube square. So I will 5 cube, I know the value, 16 into 125 square. So let us calculate the value of 125. Yeah. Okay, 125 into 125. Yeah. So 155, 5 5 ja 45. 2 carry forward, 5 2 ja 10, 10 to 12. 1 carry forward, 5 6 25. It becomes 250. It becomes 125. Okay. So now you go and add 5, 2, 6, 5, and 1. 15625. It is 15625. So you will write that 16 into 15625. 15625. And this becomes equal to, you can write here, Go and multiply it by 16. Multiply it by 16. 16 5 ja 80, 8 carry forward. 16 2 ja 32, 32 plus 8, 40, 4 carry forward, right? 16 6 ja 96, 96 plus 4, 100, 10 carry forward, right? 16 5 ja 80, 80 plus 10, 90, 9 carry forward, right? 16 1 ja 16, 16 plus 9, 25. It is coming 25, 25, 40. It is coming 25, 40. Right? So this is how we calculate the values in easy sums. So I hope you would have enjoyed watching these videos and you would have learned better things, right? So thank you for watching this.